darling, I'm not trying to ruin your happiness, but don't you know that I'm the only one?
Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello are getting back together. Yes, apparently just how they broke up, the ex-couple seem to rekindle their romance as the two are seen sparking rumors. Yeah, the same way they did it back in 2019. However, neither Shawn nor Camila have provided an update on the state of their relationship at this stage, but the two have been hanging out. The saying comes after the evidence first appeared in anonymous submissions from celebrity gossip Instagram Moi. And since Camila and Shawn's reconnection rumors have got a hell lot of attention and, of course, the hottest topic of discussion. Well, we do understand why their relationship is getting attention. As to how things turned out for two was truly surprising to witness, as looking at Shawn Mendes' songs, he seemed to have made plans of marrying Cabello. Of course, a deal is not a deal until it's done, but that doesn't change the fact that they had hoped. I mean, this is just the start. Let's see where this reconnection goes. Speaking of how they made it to sources' eyes hanging out together, it was after some source saw the two together and spilled the tea all over the internet. The reference said, saw Cece and SM walking their dog at the Matheson Hammock Park and they looked pretty comfortable. The reference added, they also sat down on a bench at some point and were holding hands, probably just in a friendly, comforting way though. And if that's the case, we might actually see Camila and Shawn getting back together, because why not? At least the two were in love, so it is apparent for them to not get over each other. I mean, seriously guys, Camila and Mendes were people's most adorable couple, and to be honest, they do make a perfect match. While another added to the story, they told the spicy IG that Mendes had been going on a few dates. That's just what I've heard around LA. I don't know if you guys would agree to this point, but if an ex-couple decides to go on a friendly date, it never remains friendly. Of course, you will end up talking about the past, regretting your decision, and boom, you make up your minds to get back together. And in another case, if you really make plans for a friendly date, you still have some hopes and expectations from the other person because whatever it may be, you've known each other for a long time and really detachment is not easy. That's what physiology says. Well, if you did agree with our point, let us know in the comments section and also share your thoughts suggesting showing Shawn and Camila get back together for real. Giving more details of Camila and Shawn's hanging out session, people actually didn't seem to believe source statements at first, but a video released by TMZ indicated reliability at sources' claims. TMZ posted a video of Shawn and Cabello walking their dog named Tarzan in Miami in early January, but it still remains a question if the ex-pair are really up to reconnecting their link. Well, if they do, that's good for them, and so for the Shamila shippers. Besides, the one possible reason behind Camila and Mendes hanging out might be Shawn's mental health issue. And as a concerned friend, Camila would just be helping Shawn overcome the problem. Months after their breakup, Shawn took the initiative to speak to his audience and give them a glimpse of his personal life. Mendes opened up to his fans on Thursday, thanking everyone for listening to his new song, It'll Be Okay, which is apparently about his breakup with Camila Cabello, and expressed that he's had a hard time on social media lately. Speaking his heart out in a video he posted over his Instagram feed, Shawn said, I'm having a little bit of hard time with social media at the moment and just kind of my relationship with it, but I have lots of people sending me videos and just kind of telling me what's going on. Undoubtedly, Shawn, you have a great and supportive fan base. Adding on, he continued, I think that when I make music, the ultimate goal is to kind of be sitting there and have some sort of my own truth revealed to me. And, a lot of the time when I'm writing songs, I'm usually using music as like a platform to be able to get to a place inside of myself that I wouldn't be able to get to by just kind of talking with people or thinking about it. Unfortunately, this is really sad to hear from Shawn, as he used to be the guy always cherishing and growing happily. But we wish him to get his way with his issues. I see a lot of TikTok about people crying and getting emotional and stuff, and I hope that's because there's some truth in the song and there lies honesty in it. I just feel so proud of that song and I feel so grateful that you guys are connecting with it, the singer concluded. For a fact, not just Shawn, but Camila also dealt with sad times in her life. A source who happened to overhear Cabello and her friend's conversation on a plane explained that they heard Camila asking her friend about dealing with a breakup and which movie to watch, sad or happy. To which her friend suggested Cabello go for the happy movie as it might change her mood, but moments later asked her to watch some sad movie. Yeah, guys, breakup ain't easy. But do we know the real reason behind their split? Never mind, I got you covered. Before we start with further details, I want you guys to know a fact that the two have not publicly spoken about their reason for the split, and the only information that was made available to us was their joint statement that reads, "Hey guys, we've decided to end our romantic relationship, but our love for one another as humans is stronger than ever. We started our relationship as best friends and will continue to be best friends. We so appreciate your support from the beginning and moving forward. Camila and Shawn." Now, speaking of issues and reasons causing their breakup, one of the main issues that prompted them to take significant steps was the hectic lifestyle required by their respective occupations. While the singers were seen enjoying each other's company for as long as the quarantine time of the COVID-19 pandemic. Giving inside details about their breakup after an American magazine quoted a source saying they had this intense relationship last year and spent months together during the lockdown in Miami. They both seemed very happy and looked like they enjoyed having a break from working. Continuing, the source added, "It's more back to normal life. They have careers that are taking them in different directions. They went from spending every day together to now not really spending any time together." And we do agree with the source, as Shawn himself expressed his inner feelings regarding spending every moment with Camila. In one of his interviews, Shawn confessed, "I spent most of the pandemic in Miami with Camila and her family. It was beautiful, truly so special. I often go back to look at photos and the simplicity of that time. We were lucky. It was nice. I hadn't joyfully ridden my bike around a neighborhood since I was 12 before that. We were making dinner, just doing normal things. The Latin culture is also just so beautiful, so being able to immerse me in that culture is always really healing," concluded Shawn. But for Camila, it was not like how Shawn explained. While speaking to People, Camila communicated about her relationship with Shawn Mendes, why she decided to split, and how the breakup has affected her life. She said, "Before the pandemic, I felt really burned out. I had been working pretty nonstop since I was 15. And the rigor with which I started working, there was just no time off." Camila added, "I was barely home. I didn't have time to get to know who I was outside of my career. Pile that onto struggles with mental health, with anxiety, with these toxic levels of stress. It wasn't even a meltdown because I would just work through it." The señorita female lead gave more details about her breakup as she explained that she was just exhausted in every way, and at that point, Camila felt like she was running a marathon with a broken leg. "I kept going, but it was extremely hard. And I wish that I would have just been like, let me just stop for a second and get a nice cast for my broken leg and get some physical therapy. But I didn't. COVID stepped in and kind of did it for me," described Cabello. Besides, anxiety at this point seems to be the main reason for their split. "I felt so anxious. Cripplingly anxious. I just felt really unstable and I just felt like a mess. Because suddenly, this thing that was distracting me, my work and filming, was not there," Camila conveyed to the interviewer. Hence, Cabello had this feeling where she felt like she was left with her anxiety and her mind, and it was getting in the way of her relationship with Mendes. "It was getting in the way of my relationships, my time at home," Camila ended by saying. Concluding the entire video, the two seem to be at a good place as of now, and there are still some possibilities to see them back together and invest their togetherness in making music like how they used to. This was all about it. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to the channel PEEPER. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section.